Welcome back to the same old Arsenal podcast. I've missed you guys. It's been, a long international break, but do you know what? I'll be real. I've missed you guys. Honestly, I hate international breaks. I hate them. They're so boring. There's nothing to do. Like without football in my life, I'm just like, what am I even doing here? What am I even doing? So we'll go over the international break real quick. From my side of things, anyway. Oh boy. Where to begin with Scotland? Where to begin? You don't have to tell me that we're shite. I know that. I know that all too well, trust me. But I watched I watched the Russia game on Saturday. No, it was the Friday I watched it. I watched the Russia game on the Friday. And to say that there was no motivation going into that would be an understatement. And I didn't even watch the Belgium game. And from the last I heard of it, we got spanked. So I'm not really going to go out of my way to watch Scotland. You know what I mean? Because I know we're garbage. So yeah, not a great international break for me, but what do you know? It never is. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. You guys want to know about the predictions and stuff. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. And more importantly, that's what you guys are in the chat for. So let's get started. We'll go over last week first. The Southampton Man United game. Now, I said 1-1. It was actually 1-1. So we get one right. At least that's something to kind of put a smile on my face, I guess. I don't know. But following that, Chelsea, Sheffield United. It was actually 2-2, and I said 2-1. So, yeah. I was close. Like, it was 2-1 at one point, and I'm just thinking, just stay that way. Just stay that way, please. But no. It just happens to be 2-2. I mean, I'm happy that Chelsea dropped points. Don't get me wrong. Over the moon with that. But, again, kind of throwing my game off here. And that's what made the Sunday all the more frustrating, knowing that Man United and Chelsea dropped points. But what am I even? Oh boy, we'll get to the Arsenal Tottenham game in a minute. We really will. Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. I said 2-1 Villa. It was 1-0 Crystal Palace. So, yeah, that's another L. Great. Following that, Leicester Bournemouth. I said 2-0 Leicester. It was 3-1 Leicester. So, if it makes any difference, I got the team right at least, but, I didn't. Bournemouth, they can see goals for fun, man. They really, really do. It's just, I don't know, lads. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like Bournemouth, because I do, but their style, it leaves them open at the back, and I kind of wish Eddie Howe would realize this. But oh well, what do I know? The following game, Man City versus Brighton. I said 3-0 City. It was actually 4-0 City. So I wasn't off by much. But still, it's another L. Bulgarian Gunners joined the chat. Good to see. Currently watching the Arsenal women smashing it in the Champions League. Yeah, the women's team's better than the men's team, man. Sad state of affairs. But you know what? it's good that they're smashing it. It's good that they're smashing it. Hopefully bring the Champions League over to the Emirates, huh? Be nice. That's as close as the men's team is going to get, believe me. Jesus Christ. We're not even in the Champions League for the men's team yet, so, oh, God. Newcastle, Watford. I said 2-1 Newcastle, and part of that was down to how poor Watford have been. But it turned out 1-1. So both teams are just as bad as each other. I don't know why I put my faith in Newcastle, really. Maybe it's because I have a soft spot for them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it just that they're that bad, or is like both got I don't know, the Newcastle having a net manager? Yes. Actually, speaking of Watford, I didn't touch on this. Watford have actually sacked Javi Garcia and appointed what's his name? Flores, the ex-coach that they had before Javi Garcia. Like, what is going on? 4 games and he's been sacked. What the? Oh, God, this is mad. I don't believe it. I'll be honest, lads. When that happened, I was stunned. Like, 4 games. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. Football management these days, it really is a world of madness, isn't it? Jesus Christ. You don't even get 4 games, man. Like, what? That's mental. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bulgarian Gunnar, they're bad. Yeah, Newcastle are bad. Archie, they will turn up for Arsenal. Well, I don't know about that. We play them on Sunday, so I'm hopefully no. Hopefully not. Bulgarian Gunnar, Watford are trigger happy. They change their coach every year, literally. Yeah, they do. That's the sad thing. Oh, gee. How you meant to get any sort of stability that way? I don't know. Anyway, West Ham and Norwich. It was 2-0 West Ham. I said 3-2 West Ham. So maybe I gave Norwich a little too much credit. Funny thing, lads, I actually forgot that Burnley were playing Liverpool. I mean, it's not on my notes, so I'm guessing I just forgot. But in other words, well, long story short, lads, Liverpool won again. I'm not surprised. 3-0. Easy done. Like, easy done, man. Easy done. So, it is what it is. Oh, well. Anyway, we move on. Right. If we can go over to that one. All right. Everton and Wolves. I said 1-0 Everton. It was actually 3-2 Everton. So it was much more of an exciting game, I guess. I mean, it was an absolute mad game. Like, I mean, I was more, invested in the whole build-up for the North London derby on the day. But, had I watched the game, I'd be like, this is mad. So, I mean, looking back on it, it's kind of, it's not what you'd expect from either Everton nor Wolves, but I guess it's more or less a case of just, it's football. That's what it is. It's football. That's the best I can kind of sum up. Now, the North London derby, I said 4-0 Arsenal. Now, before I get lots of people laughing or coming at me in the comments and whatnot, the reason I said 4-0 is because, well, one, I wanted it to happen, and two, I don't know. I just didn't see the threat with Tottenham. I thought if we turned up, we'd smoke them. And that's how I feel now. That's still how, if you had asked me the same question, would you have gone back and said 4-0 again going into the game? I still said 4-0 because, this might come as a shock to a lot of people. Before games, I actually try to breed some positivity. I know it's a shock to some people. It really is a shock to some people. I know, it's weird. But with them lot, I'll always go into it thinking that we're going to smoke them. Always. Always. It might not have seemed like that under the old manager, but under this regime, I'm more confident than I was. So, if you'd ask me again, I'd probably still say 4-0. Now, it was 2-2, and to be honest with you, I'm really, really done talking about, Granit Xhaka and just the piss poor defending. Like I'm tired of talking about it. With Granit Xhaka, I know people want him to succeed. I know they do. And do you know what? I do to an extent. But there comes a point where you have to say, look, enough's enough. This guy does the same thing week in, week out, and he fails to learn. So at that point, you're done. Now, I feel like Emery got it wrong tactically. I think he should have gone for it. He set up too defensively, especially against them lot. So, from that point of view, I can sort of see why people would say, look, Emery got it wrong. And listen, I'll be the first one to admit it. Emery got it wrong. Simple as that. I even said it in my review. But to me, we should have gone out there and been a bit more positive. Don't play three defensive midfielders like Guendouzi, Torreira, and Jack. Like, what are we doing? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. But you know what, lads? I actually saw a stat like this week, right? And it was actually quite terrifying. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm pretty sure most of you have because, it's all over Arsenal Twitter and whatnot. But, in fact, what I'll do, I'll quickly... It's in my mentions, actually. So I'll go and find it. Here we are. Right. Granit Xhaka, since the start of 2017-18, right? And this is fouls, bookings, dribble past, tackles lost, the lot, right? Fouls, 67. Arsenal rank first. Bookings, 13. First in the Arsenal rank. Dribble past, 47. Arsenal rank first. Tackles lost, 24. Arsenal rank first. Do you see the problem? All of that. All of what I've just mentioned. Fouls, bookings, dribble pass, tackles lost. Can someone tell me how this guy is in our team if that is happening? And another thing, why is he our captain now? I don't know. Honestly, like Bulgarian Gunnar said, there's no logical explanation for his mistakes. Legit, there's no logical explanation. I could try and be as logical as I want about it, but at the end of the day, it's not going to make a goddamn difference because I know that no matter what I think, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. So, it's actually shocking when you think about it. I don't know. Am I disappointed with the Tottenham result? Of course, but I guess having 2 weeks to sort of sit on it has sort of made me reflect for a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, on to week 5's predictions. And I promise, guys, I'm not going to miss any games this week, okay? I'm not going to miss any games, right? Not like with the Burnley-Liverpool one. I missed that one last week. I don't know. Okay. First up, Liverpool, Newcastle United. I'm going 3-0 Liverpool. It's quite simple. Newcastle are awful. If you cannot beat Watford at home, then you've got problems. Believe me. Liverpool will absolutely smoke Newcastle. It will not even be close. It won't be close. And do you know what? I feel bad for Steve Bruce, really, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But when it comes to Newcastle, all that's happened to them is down on their owner. Like, that's where it is. That's where it is. And even though Newcastle did beat Tottenham away from home, this is Liverpool, not Tottenham. Liverpool are not going to bottle it like that lot. So, simple as that. They're European champions after all. So you can't be European champions if you bottle it. So, there you go. Brighton and Hove Albion and Burnley. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. I don't see either side doing enough to get the 3 points, but at the end of the day, I don't see them losing either. So I guess 1-1 is probably a safe prediction, I guess. Normally I don't go with the safe predictions, but in this case I'm going to have to. Manchester United and Leicester City. Now, Man United lost. Well, they didn't lose, but they drew with Southampton last week. And if I'm honest, I did watch parts of it. And to be honest with you, Southampton were very, well, Man United were shocking. They were shocking. The amount of big chances they've missed this year is a joke. Like, because all you hear from specific Man United fans is, "Oh, but we don't create enough chances." Really? You've missed 8 big chances in the league this season. That sounds to me like you're creating chances. Just saying. But I mean, what could go for United is the fact that it is at Old Trafford, I suppose. But I don't know. I just don't see United winning this. I really don't. And that is my brother WhatsApping me. He WhatsApped me in the middle of a live stream. Bro, piss off. No, where was I? Oh, yeah, Man United Leicester. That's where I was on. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with a 2-1 Leicester win. United, to me, are average. They really are. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, but that's not like an unbiased opinion." Well, truthfully, it is, because Leicester have a better side. I mean, I guess you could say, like, all this hype around Dan James. All right, fine, he scored goals, but let's be real. People are saying Dan James is better than Pepe. Have a fucking word, will you? Jesus Christ. Sheffield United and Southampton. I mean, Southampton did get a point against United last week or 2 weeks ago. Sheffield United got a draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, so that'll kind of raise their confidence as well. So I would say Sheffield United, although Sheffield United are at home, so I don't know, this one could be tough. I reckon. Do you know what? I'm going to say 2-2. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw here. And that's not anything on Southampton or Sheffield United. I just think that Sheffield United have been fairly impressive since they started in the league this season. And they've gotten some results. You can, people can say, oh, it's just Sheffield United all they like, but they've done really well. So I can't fault them for that. I really can't. Following, it's that lot and Crystal Palace. I don't want to go with a win for that lot. Oh, God. Even talking about them's got me thinking about 2 weeks ago as well. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. Palace generally are an away side. Tottenham haven't been great. In fact, you could even go back further. Because if you go back to last week, we actually dominated them. So, do you know what, lads? You guys are probably going to hate on me for this, but I'm going to go with my heart rather than my head. I'm going 1-0 Palace. And do you know what? That wouldn't surprise me either. Because, Newcastle have gotten something out of Tottenham away from home. So if Newcastle can do it, I reckon Palace can do it. So who knows? Maybe I'm asking for too much. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe Tottenham will blitz them. I hope not. But if Palace can get this, if Palace can do it, then fine. It's all good with me. Wolves and Chelsea. Oh, man. Chelsea this season, man. I mean, dropping points 2 weeks ago to Sheffield United, which, no offense to Sheffield United, but you're at home and you drop points to Sheffield United. If that was us, right, no word of a lie, if that was us, they'd be crucifying us. Legit. If that was Arsenal, we would get crucified. But Chelsea, they've played some decent football, but ultimately they're not getting results. And they'll come unstuck against better sides. And I feel like Wolves is one of them sides. So for me, I'm going 2-1 Wolves. There's no way I'm going to Chelsea win here. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Wolves have a decent side, but Chelsea are just average, man. Average. I'd be stunned if they make the top four. I'd be stunned. I tell you what, though, if they do, Lampard deserves the job for life. Legit. Following that, Norwich and Manchester City. This one's easy. A 3-0 City win all day long. Don't even have to think about it. Yeah, I know, Martin. They won't make top four. They won't. I do not see Chelsea getting into the top four. Because, one, they've got Champions League and they can't sign anybody. Two, they've got a rookie manager. And three, they're just getting used to... This ain't the same group from last season. Hazard's gone as well. So, you're talking a completely different side here, just based off those instances alone. So, yeah, I don't see Chelsea getting top four. I really don't. I really don't. Now, the Sunday, Bournemouth, Everton. This could be one of those games that really is entertaining. Like this could be one of those games that is a goal fest because, I mean, Bournemouth tend to leak goals and Everton aren't great defensively themselves, but going forward, both teams have got something. So I would say 3-2 Bournemouth. I'd say 3-2 Bournemouth. I mean, this game's going to be an absolute madness, in my opinion. I mean, I'd be shocked if this wasn't like just a goal fest because both teams, they can't defend either team, but they'll score goals. They'll score goals, both teams. So I'm going 3-2. I'm going 3-2. Now, following that, the game we all want to talk about, Watford against Arsenal. See, this game is usually when a manager gets sacked from another club, your mind automatically goes to, Arsenal are going to make them look like world beaters. They've been poor. Don't worry, Arsenal are coming to town. You know, the Santa Claus FC that my boy Ola likes to put out there. I do not see that happening this time. All right? Watford are poor. Like, this ain't the Watford of last season where they overachieved, right? With us, we've had a decent start to the season. We've beaten Newcastle and Burnley back-to-back. We have lost to Liverpool, but we also drew to that lot. So 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. It's not bad, but it's not great either, if you get where I'm coming from. It's certainly better than recent years, but there's still improvement to be done. So I think we're going to win this game fairly comfortably. I would say 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. And I do reckon that Pepe is going to get his first goal. All he needs is a goal, and he's off. All he needs is a goal, and he's off to the races. Legit. From what I've seen of Pepe, he's going to be one of them players that is really exciting to watch for us Arsenal fans. So it is what it is. Bulgarian Gunnar 1-0, and we'll celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly. Oh, jeez, I love that, man. For those of you that don't get that reference, listen. I mean, if you haven't seen the memes yet, and I'm pretty sure most of you have, but if you haven't seen the memes, right, which they're hilarious, by the way, they're absolutely hilarious. With the whole, like, do I go into it? Do you know what? I'm sure you guys will see the memes. They're on Twitter. Look up a little bit of the bubbly on Twitter and you'll see what I mean. Legit. God, because that's how funny it is. Whew. Anyway, the final game, Aston Villa and West Ham. West Ham are away, so I mean, I don't know with this one. Like, Villa, they're one of them sides that if you predict them to win, they'll lose. And if you predict them to lose, they'll either win or draw. Funnily enough, like Stoke a few years ago. I'm going to go with a 2-1 West Ham win. A 2-1 West Ham win. West Ham have got a very decent squad this season, and fair play to them. They've definitely improved. They've definitely improved. So 2-1 West Ham for me. And we'll just go into the chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. Do you guys reckon there's any chance of us keeping Ceballos? It depends. He wants to succeed at Real Madrid, but if Real Madrid see him as expendable, then there's a good chance it may happen. But whether or not, you know, they look at him as expendable is another question. I don't know, Martin. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not gonna make any calls on that because honestly, no one knows what happens at Real Madrid. Nobody. Papa Cheddars, I went to the West Ham game. Haller looks superb. Yeah, he looks like a very good striker. He really does. And he's done quite well for them. So West Ham have done themselves good this summer with decent bit of business. Man United spent 153 million on the foundation of a pyramid and have no transfer ban. If they fix their attack in January and the new defence keeps them solid, them again, top 4 further for Arsenal, top 6 too. I don't see Man United getting in the top 4, man. They're too weak, bro. They're light up front. They really are. But like Bulgarian Gunnar said with the Ceballos thing, it depends on Champions League qualification. Absolutely. Actually, here's another thing for you guys. Quick question for you before I go. If Emery does not get into the top 4, right, and I just want a simple yes or no answer, right? No clarification or elaborate explanations, right? Simple. If Emery doesn't get top 4 with this team, would you sack him? Yes or no? Go. Would you reckon City will buy a centre-back in January since Laporte's injury? Probably. You know what City are like. They'll buy players for fun. Although they've got a strong enough squad as it is. They do have Stones in that. So, I mean, I don't know. Martin's saying yes. Steve FC7 saying yes. Wow. Okay, we'll wait for a few more to come in. Bulgarian Gunnar says yes, but what if he wins Europa? Well, if he wins the Europa League, that's us in the Champions League, so technically he's done his job. Oh, Drago, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. You always kill it with the comments, Drago, man. It's all good, man. I hope Xhaka's wife puts the oven on slow bake and the kid hops out in January with Xhaka. Oh, Zod, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Jesus, man. Anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight, lads. Obviously, having an international break is a pain in the ass, but we'll have to have another one in November, I think, or March, depending on where it's located. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. Martin Hall, we reckon Xhaka plays against Watford. I hope not. Don't want him anywhere near the team. Bruh. Yeah, he does. I don't know why. He likes him, Martin. Like, Emery must see something that I don't, because even now I'm struggling to come up with an explanation as to why he gets picked. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This has been the Premier League Prediction Show. I hope you've all enjoyed your time with me and just chilling in the chat. Hopefully we're talking about an Arsenal win by this time next week. Probably, but you never know. If you haven't subscribed to Much Arsenal already, make sure you do so. The channel link is in the description. And what I'm going to be doing to kind of decrease the workload for myself because I do other things aside from watch Arsenal as well. I'm going to be doing a weekly podcast on there every Wednesday. I don't know what time yet, but every Wednesday, okay? Starting next week. So for that, we'll talk about Watford and a bunch of other stuff. I'll have guests on at some point. Who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, hope you enjoyed watching. And until next time, I'll speak to you in a bit. Take care and peace.